How's it going, people? Silent Slabby here, and this is Runescape lore. And basically we cover the history and the lore and kind of like the background story and stuff in RuneScape itself. So yeah, carrying on from last time, start to focus on the books in-game. Because I'm sure many of you are probably like me, and when you go to do quests and stuff, you'll randomly come across books and they'll have a load of information in it. But you just kind of want to get the quest done, so you blatantly skip through it, ignore all of them, and then just move on and forget the book even exists. Well, yeah, this is what the series kind of for. We cover those kind of books which you just kind of skipped over and ignored completely, as quite a lot of them have some interesting info. So the last one was something about the Hallowland. I can't remember the name of it. Histories of the Hallowland, I think it was. And today we're going to be covering the Book of the Godless. And the reason why I chose this one is, well, honestly, there's not a lot of information about the Godless clan in the game. Basically, you've got like the Saradomin's clan and then Armadill's little groupies and stuff like that. But when it comes to the Godless, people really only know that like they don't support gods, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully this will expand on that. So let's get into it then, shall we? Chapter 1. Dear Caramia, I noticed the flecks of blood on your last letter. It's always fun to play this game, and I get to uncork my blood source potions. Not much call for them in Sleepy Taverley though. The potions pass its best, but I'd hazard a guess that the blood's human, from West Ardone, am I right? It would make the score 3-2 to me, I do believe. Anyway, Kara, I have news, some of which you'll have heard. Guthix is dead, and the other druids are spreading word to towns and cities. I'm not with them, as I'm leaving the Order. It'll come as no surprise to you that I've been thinking about leaving for quite some time. It rung false. Why would Guthix want us to live as equals, if he was above us in every conceivable way, in wisdom, in morals, in power? I always mistrusted him for that. But Guthix never wanted me, or us, to worship him. He wanted to abandon the notion of worship completely, so that he could retire and leave the world to mortals. When Khaki Max told me about that, a fog cleared. Everything I'd thought until then was wrong. So, I've left the druids. Kara, my new address is attached. When you finished your bloody tour of Kandarin, would you come to see me? I have a proposal, and I wonder if you'd be interested in pursuing it. Safest regards, Bian. Chapter 2. Bian, yep, you guessed right, she was from West Ardone. Not sure you get the victory though, as your details are a little vague. She was middle-aged, a Zamarakian spy, and missing an arm when she died. Sure, I'd heard about Guthix, hard not to. The Zamarakian monks to the west keep claiming the kill, as if they slipped a knife in his side personally. Of course, the monks say that Guthix is gone, chaos reigns, the world is Zamarok's, etc. Glad to hear you've moved on from the druids though. They were bound to chuck you out for your blood potions and portal magics anyhow. I guess you keep your reputation this way. Whatever that reputation is, old, gruff, virgin or crazy maybe. I can't make it to your new address, not for a while though. Anyway, do you mind sending me your proposal in letter? Should be safe as long as you threaten the courier a little. An honest threat dispatches a letter quick and unread. I'm developing an entourage if one person counts. You said I should travel with others, so I'm with a demon called Ux. Don't worry, he's not your traditional horns and brimstone type. He's broken from the Demon's Pact and plans to take arms against Zaros and Zamorak. Thought that might just interest you. From Caramia. Chapter 3. Dear Caramia, good grief, a demon? Always wanted to know about the infernal dimensions, and how Zaros got them to sign the pact. You have to admire using the demon's love of contracts against them. I've risked writing my proposal in this letter. It's against my better judgment to send it like this, but the postboy had an honest face, and once he read your name on the envelope, he knew what would happen if he was waylaid. So, to my proposal. I apologise for the bombast. It's a fantastic opportunity to be self-important. This world, Gillinor, is for mortals. It is not for gods, since they find no peace with one another, let alone us. Gods bring war, no war, and our war. It is mortals alone that can find peace, as long as they share a common ground, and that common ground is defense against gods. So I want to gather like-minded people. I want to gather those that have a shred of doubt when they pray, who feel a tug of fear that the gods are returning, who question the right for gods to rule. I want to gather these people and form an alliance, changing the minds of the populace, standing firm and silent against the gods. I want the gods to be faced with a wall of resistance. I want them to leave. And I want you to help me to do it. What do you think? Does it sit right with you? I was considering the antithesis as a name. Safe regards, Bian. To Bian. That's just about the worst name I've ever heard. Just call them the Godless for pity's sake. Solid and uncomplicated. Nobody's going to misunderstand your aims. I'll be in Mistlin soon though. Heard rumours of a portal in Lumbridge. Was that your doing? And it gives Ux a headache. I'll be following the crowds, and Ux will be following the headache. Probably to carve out the source as long as it's not you. While he's sniffing about, we should be able to meet. Your idea lacks some conviction. It'll sound weak to people when you're addressing, and they won't buy it. Also, why change people's minds when the gods themselves are fallible? Guthix died, so we know the gods are vulnerable. Take advantage of that. Still, your ideas are progressive, more than most I've heard anyway. You'll need protection, your potions are nothing more than misdirection, and you need time to work your portals. So, my blades are yours. Can't have you getting killed over a revolution now, can I? Caramia. So there we go, that is the Book of the Godless. It's pretty interesting. I mean, Caramia is like a fairly powerful warrior, and Bian was one of the druids underneath Guthix. And, well, it shows you throughout the story, these little letters between the two, that Bian decides that he kind of really can't trust Guthix and doesn't particularly believe what Guthix says. And in turn decides to kind of just straight up leave, taking advantage of the fact that Guthix just died. So, yeah, there was kind of no consequences for leaving, I suppose. It's the best way to kind of think of it. And in turn, he met up with Caramia, and these two kind of like the central figure for the Godless clans, and they kind of work together and they form this new faction. During the world event between Armadil and Bandos, for example, is a perfect example of what the Godless are all about. They despise gods. They don't want gods to have anything to do with Gillinor, because all they do is create war. So they kind of intercepted the fight between Armadil and Bandos and kind of made themselves known, and started to fight either side, and creating massive chaos. So yeah, that is the Godless, people. Kind of interesting. I kind of want to know what they will do in the future, and how they're actually going to play into it. Because, I mean, you've got all the god factions, and with the kind of weird line that the Elder Gods are a thing, and are likely to kind of come into play sometime soon. At least that's what it seems like from all the quests and that kind of thing. How are the Godless actually going to be kind of thrown into this? Will they kind of rally behind us, since we're like the World Protector, or World Guardian? Or will they actually consider us an enemy, because we are pretty massively powerful? Let's be honest. We are awesome. So yeah, I gotta be said, I like the Godless. They're interesting. Kind of like a wild card just thrown into the mix. So either way, I hope you enjoyed that. That was the RSLore. It's a little short one, but it is the Book of the Godless, and there's quite a few of these kind of things for all of the different factions, so I might cover all of them. So either way, people, I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, I will catch you all later. Have a good one.